Germany is one of the countries which receives most of the refugees of war. Most of the war refugees come from Syria, Palestine, Egypt, and others. Today, I have the opportunity to meet Brother Muhammad. Today I'm meeting my brother here, Muhammad, that he's a professional here in Frankfurt, and I really want to know more about him so that it can inspire you all here. So guys, Muhammad, can you tell me about yourself?
My name is Muhammad Ali. I'm from Egypt, and I'm living here in Germany since about 11 years. I came here with my wife. We didn't plan to stay here in Germany, but after the situations in Egypt in 2011, we decided to stay here in Germany.
Okay, so how's life here in Frankfurt?
In Frankfurt, Frankfurt it's one of the best cities here in Germany.
Okay.
I traveled already to many cities in Germany, and I found that from everything, community, from you can get what you want here so easy.
Oh, this is so beautiful. It's like, it sounds beautiful to just stay as a Muslim here in Frankfurt, and I believe it won't be trouble, right? Thank you for your time, man.
You're welcome.
Just a little bit of that, I feel like, okay, I'm welcome here. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Muhammad shared his story with me, and it made me understand better how he had to fight to make a living in the challenging world. After a few thousand steps, I'm starving, so let's find some food. If you were here to visit Frankfurt, inshallah, it will be very, very easy for you to find halal food, because around here there's halal food near the halal stores. So right around here, for example, the Barakat stall. On my travels around here, I noticed that most of the halal stores are owned by Turkish, and the thing is, it's very easy to go this side because you can actually see the logo halal, and when you go inside, give salam, you can buy it and then enjoy the food. Muslims here come from different ethnic backgrounds, and thus a variety of halal food can be found in Frankfurt. It is, however, best to double check regarding the authenticity of the food being halal before dining at any restaurant. So now I'm going to perform salah at one of the most beautiful mosques in Frankfurt. Mosque was built in 2007. Before this, it was actually a garage that sells spare parts for cars. And subhanAllah, today, the work of the Muslim community, it helped to build a beautiful masjid. And one of the rewards that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us is salah. So I'm going to perform it, and inshallah, we'll continue my journey. When I stepped into the mosque, I was amazed by the beauty of its interior design. I've always mentioned that I admire the classical buildings around here in Europe, but one of the things is, this is one masjid and it has very beautiful architecture, and this is Islam. They also have the artistic, and this is one of it. I think it's from Morocco. It has a very beautiful architecture. I was informed by the mosque committee that the biggest Muslim community here are from the Moroccan origins. They now, of course, are German citizens. Alright, salah done. So inshallah, let's continue our journey today. I always wondered how Muslims in Europe did their Umrah and Hajj. So don't go away, stay tuned with me. Alhamdulillah, today's appointment is the one I've been waiting for. Have you ever thought how the Muslims here organize their trip to do Umrah and Hajj? Hajj, as we all know, is part of the pillar of Islam, and I was wondering, how do the brothers here in Europe actually perform their Hajj and Umrah? So I'm going to meet Muhammad Siddiq, and also we're going to find out. Soul Street is a travel agency which organizes trips to Mecca for pilgrimage and Umrah, especially for the German and other neighboring countries in Europe. So here I am here with Brother Muhammad Siddiq that actually manages travel for Umrah and Hajj right here in Europe, and I'm really eager to know how does he manage the Jum'ah here, the community here, to go perform and go to Mecca and Medina, inshallah. So how is it? Firstly, how is your life here?
I feel happy here. I mean, I was for a long time. I was in charge of a small center for German-speaking Muslims. It's called House of Islam. And in fact, I started this work for going to Hajj and Umrah in this center. It was just one of the activities of our small center that time, about 20-30 years ago.
Yes. And usually, what are the groups that actually, do you have to frequently have
Yes.
going?
I mean, as you know, I mean, from Saudi Arabia, we got a special quota. In the Muslim countries, it's a special percentage of the Muslim population.
Yeah.
In Germany, we have roughly about 15,000 people going every year to Hajj, but all of them have to have stay permit in Germany. Only then we can provide visa for them.
Sir, I was wondering how is actually the price for the package for doing Hajj and Umrah here?
In fact, unfortunately, the price for Hajj and Umrah, especially for Hajj, during the last years, it's getting very high and
increasing.
Yes, very high. Nearly, you could say every year, roughly, we have to raise the price by about 10% every year. So when we started about 15-20 years ago, at the time we have still German mark, we didn't have euro. It was, I think, about half the price we have now.
Muhammad Siddiq has a son who will continue the legacy of his family to manage the pilgrimage to Mecca. His name is Amin Muhammad Siddiq. Amin just started and is still studying in tourism. Actually, what is your role in the company?
I actually just started about 3 months ago. I'm a trainee, so I work here 3 days and 2 days of the week I go to school. And yeah.
So you're actually in college?
No, it's called, in German it's called Auszubildender. Basically you have a couple of days per week in school where you learn stuff about your specific working, it's a specific work.
But basically, you also, did you have perform your Umrah and Hajj?
I have.
You have Hajj also?
Yes.
Wow, more than once. Subhanallah, congratulations, man. But one thing I was wondering, if right now, if you were to take over the company soon, and what is your what you call that, strategy to invite more young guys, young sisters, come, let's perform Umrah, and
Honestly, I have never properly thought about it because there's always been small problems which arise in the company, and I'm not looking that far right now, but if I think about it, I've always had a couple of my friends in mind, which people I know, which they also like to travel, and they're around my age, and I think to make it appetizing for youngsters is to also have people around their age which have more of a powerful, aura around. No, not powerful, enjoying aura around them, or something to make the youngsters feel comfortable.
This meeting made me understand on how our Muslim brothers and sisters in Europe perform the Hajj and Umrah. I pray to Allah that they would always be blessed and protected. So there you go. Meeting them, it was such a pleasure knowing about the perspective of the father and the son doing Umrah and Hajj here. It's really, really amazing here. So guys, thank you so much for your time. Now, I'm going to my next destination.